I'm Aisha Nancy Novakovic. I'm a community activist. I run a few businesses, including consultancy and events. So intercultural as a word is quite distinctly different to the word multicultural. For me, intercultural is all about recognising that others may come from a slightly different cultural perspective to yours, but that you have to acknowledge that it's significant for them. And in that way, you come to a place of acceptance.
For people within a multicultural context, being all together, but also the multicultural space, it's one culture coming together. I really like the notion of intercultural because it's one culture with another culture. Learning and sharing across culture is very important and interesting. And the reason why I feel like it's interesting is because we learn from one another and we each have something to contribute when we are in an intercultural space. So it becomes that safe space where we can connect and learn from one another.
The emphasis on the intercultural, specifically with Hillview, is to have a space where people can bring in their own culture and share their culture and learn from other cultures, rather than feel like they have to abandon their culture and sort of like integrate into a different culture. So it's a celebration of different cultures and people coming in as they are and feeling at home without sort of feeling like they have to leave who they are behind.
Representation matters, and you can't be what you can't see. So I feel that representation is really important. That's what makes people feel welcome and belongs when they see someone like them is there. So I feel welcome.
This event was all about bringing together communities that perhaps don't ordinarily end up in the same room together. So it was really about learning from each other. A lot of people are really unaware of this 500-year-long history that preceded the arrival of Europeans to this country. And that included a lot of international trade that was taking place between Indigenous folk of this continent with people from Indonesia and later the Afghan Kamalis. So it was really all about demystifying Ramadan, the history, and having the potential to bring people together. Ramadan is a very significant time of the year for Muslims all around the world, including for the Perth Muslim community. So this was the perfect time to actually celebrate this 500-year-long history between Indigenous and Muslim peoples. I must say, this event with the City of Canning really exceeded all of my expectations. I had people reaching out to me saying that these kinds of events are very much needed in community. These kinds of events are all about going beyond the stereotypes. It's about bringing humans together to connect. A lot of Muslims and migrants who come to this country have very little knowledge and understanding about First Nations peoples and how to actually enter into the conversation about reconciliation and whether it's relevant to them. My hope and vision for this kind of community event is simply to start planting seeds for further conversation, activations and engagement, for people to have those light bulb moments